Monday. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, we are talking tonight about if we feel like it's different. Is it different for us as actors? Do we feel like us as actors are going to go back to work? Are we going to get some type of help or something because of this new regime that's in office now? Or do we feel like shit is going to stay the same? Do y'all feel like Joe Biden, Joe Biden and Kamala Harris, Vice President Kamala Harris and President Joe Biden, do you think that they can unify the country? Can they undo the shit or put back in the shit that Trump let loose?
What do you,
bro? I don't know, bro.
Can the shit go back in the can?
can it?
Can
they fix it?
They gotta fix it. They gotta try some way to fix it.
Take care of that shit. Where the fuck is Pence? He called that man Pence a pussy.
Well, you know, that tells you everything you need to know right there. He hired him, and it's his fault.
It's Trump's fault. We gonna blame it on Trump.
But why? Who else? Like,
I feel like shit ain't really gonna change. I don't know what's gonna happen. To be honest with you, bro, I just prepare for what the fuck ever every day.
Yeah.
I don't know. Shit gonna be good, bad. I pray for the good days, and when they come, that shit is cool. I pray when we get fucking random money put in our account, that's good. You know, it doesn't help much, but it's good for what it's worth.
Yeah, be gone.
It's gone.
where is the stimmies?
Where's my stimmy?
Where the stimmies at?
Like outspoken being been saying, where's my stimmy?
Where my stimmy at, man? Damn.
And we need a whole lot. Like, I know he's doing a whole bunch of executive orders, but my thing is the Republicans came up in that bitch after Obama left, and they wielded a lot of motherfucking power.
Yeah,
and they changed a lot of motherfucking shit. And they started like, boom, boom, nigga, we been do this. I feel like the Democrats, they need to do the same thing, man.
Yeah.
Exercise your power, wield your power, and get some good shit done that maybe it's hard for them to undo once they get back in office. Like, they done made this shit hard for us. But
see that
would be nice.
No. That concept alone is what is fucking us up in the first place. So if I tie a knot, you try to hurry up and untie it so you can tie a different knot. And then if I get the knot back, now I try to untie the knot so I can tie my own knot. Like, what the fuck are we really doing? Like, nothing is really happening.
I'm trying to tie a knot. You can't untie. And my knot is trying to save the world. Your knot is
say, what's the purpose of the knot?
But that's what I'm saying. But think about it. Like
I built a slip knot for these
Obama tried to do what Bush didn't do, right? And everybody else. Trump tried to do everything that Obama didn't do. Now Biden about to do everything that Trump didn't do. Like, it's basically just a undoing of the doing, and nothing is actually happening. Like, you just reversing something. It's just like playing Uno. Like, if I reverse it to you and you reverse it to me, and then I reverse it back to you, like,
because if I don't stop what you did, it's gonna progress while I'm still trying to do the new shit that I'm doing. So I gotta put a stop to what you had going that's harmful, and see, the reason Trump came in here and stopped shit, it wasn't because it was harmful. It's because fucking Barack did that shit. So healthcare, like, nigga, you gonna just take healthcare away from 23 million people because you don't like that shit called Obamacare? Like, that's not, you see what I'm saying?
But nobody had it before then. Nobody had it before then. You didn't have Obamacare before Obama.
I know, there's a lot of people didn't have healthcare. And then once Obamacare became, a lot of people were able to get health care that weren't able to. People had to get it through their jobs. But if you worked at McDonald's, you didn't have health care. Now you can work at McDonald's and have Obamacare. You can work at a theater, have Obamacare. You can be a teacher and not want to pay $500.
I think people got the wrong idea about, like, Obamacare. Like, he just made it to where all privatized health care is available publicly. You still got to pay a shit ton of money. It's still not affordable.
It's based off of what you make.
What tier
is not affordable.
The tier, or whatever tier you're on. Or...
Yeah, it's based off of what you make. And if you don't make a lot, then you get a big ass tax credit off of your insurance. You get some good ass insurance for cheap. I'm getting some $400 insurance for $70 right now, and that's Obamacare. I couldn't do that before. And that was before that. Niggas was trying to stay on their parents shit as long as they could.
Definitely.
And then your parents just had
25. I went to 20, 25.
25, 26. Hey, look, you get hurt now.
Yeah, bro. You gotta come off of them, man.
Yo,
Yo.
better get a Cobra card or a Cobra. A Cobra expensive too. Like, all that shit was expensive.
Bro,
But
that's
I understand what Brandon's saying. Like, yeah, it is a bunch of undoing. But my thing is, yeah, when in essence, you ain't got enough time. Unless you do 2 terms, which Obama got to do, so he got to get some shit accomplished eventually, because he got to undo the Bush shit. Well, he had to fix the housing crisis, all that bullshit that Bush left him.
Yeah.
That shit.
Yeah.
And then start actually implementing some shit. And then by the time he got what he want going, because they spent so much time on fucking healthcare, he couldn't even work on shit else after that, really. But not to make excuses for nobody, but yeah, it's a bunch of undoing. I just think some people are undoing for the wrong reasons, some people are undoing for the right reasons sometimes. And it's just based on what your beliefs are, what type of system you believe in, or shit like that.
Most presidents ain't changing shit. They just keeping it going. I said it.
Well, you can look at it that way, or you can look at it in a hopeful way, America, and think that, you know, some shit may change. Because some shit changed when Trump got in office. I tell you that. It did not feel the same.
What? The people?
No, I'm just saying the way.
It was the
people,
the atmosphere.
politics,
The way things was handled, everything.
Everything was changed.
The
Like,
rhetoric,
the rhetoric.
everything, bro.
Fucking Biden was talking to us on Twitter after he got it, bro. Like, I'm used to, I want to hear
But that's
from
what I'm
Biden on
saying.
Twitter. But now it feel right because Trump did that his whole presidency.
But the people
But before
changed.
that, I ain't.
The people made it different like that. You know what I mean? Like that's what I'm saying. Look, same service, different remasters. I agree with that. Like,
Well, this was a different Barnum and Bailey that came around this time.
like Trump, like as far as what
Cause I was alive
what
for
Trump
Bush.
did, what Trump did executively, like I don't think it affected you per se, like on a very physical or tangible level, except for like the stimulus check. You know what I mean? Like what he did not affect us on our level, and most
Well, they
most
cut a lot of shit
presidents.
out of school. The most did cut a lot of shit out of school.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't determine where he affected you until you see what all he did. It was a whole bunch of shit. Like he put in 55 federal judges at this time, but he put in more judges than anybody has put in before at this time on the federal level. So even in that, and these judges can't be changed for like 40 years. You know what I'm
I
saying?
thought they were there for life.
Huh?
I
The
thought they
Supreme
were-
is there for,
Oh, yeah.
for life, but the federal is like 40 some years to.
Life.
Yeah.
But who don't do that?
Huh?
Like who don't? What
I'm saying people do it, but they didn't do it as aggressively, as openly, as fucking brutally as this dude. That's all I'm saying. I ain't saying all this shit ain't been done before,
Yeah.
but it got brought to light what has been happening behind the scenes. We just never saw that shit on fucking TV that long. Now that shit's on TV all the time. So, I mean, that's just my thoughts about that shit. But either way, I don't think anything happening on the actors level type thing. So, I ain't hear nobody talk about doing shit for the arts.
At all, bro.
But watch this. Everybody loved the shit out of the poem that was said at the inauguration.
Bro.
And they loved that creative arts.
They don't care about
That
it,
creative
bro.
arts. But then when you say, okay, well, save the arts because y'all love with it. I even saw the fucking numbers because what's her name? What's Amanda? Gorman? Amanda Gorman? Yeah.
Gorman.
Yeah, she put her numbers up and she was more talked about than anybody else that day. The Obama, Biden, the fucking whole inauguration. She had more hits and all shit about what she did that day than anybody else that day. And so y'all care about the arts, but y'all want to pay for the arts.
So
Arts bring 800. I didn't even know this till I read the letter from Kate Ham. The arts bring $877 billion to the market. That's how much money that. So don't say that it ain't no fucking money in this shit. And that's across the board. 877 billion. Take that out. Take that. Subtract that from wherever the fuck y'all using right now.
Oh
but
my
they
goodness.
not. No.
Oh my
I mean,
goodness.
so let's ask this. Typically, in this era, like arts and Democrats kind of seem to run hand in hand. Like most artists
I
or
don't trust
movie stars, or
Yeah.
I mean, you got Lady
I get
Gaga, J-Lo,
I
they are all down with the Democratic movement.
because Trump couldn't get nobody to perform in his
Except for a couple of like freaking ass bastards in there.
Yeah, you know, like dope ass performers that like people want to hear.
No, he had Lil Pump. Shout out Lil Pimp.
Lil Pump got another case coming up. That's what he's doing.
Bro, but
shout out to Wayne getting free.
Kodak Black, even though he
Kodak Black.
Kodak Black.
Riding that Harry O.
Yeah.
Death Row Records.
Definitely.
Y'all left Suge in there. My mind. The
tables have turned.
The tables have turned.
Going black. But no. Like, think about it though.
Oh man.
Harry gonna go visit that nigga. The tables have
you
turned.
think? No. But do you think that shit is gonna change for the arts because now we got now we have democratic representation?
No.
And they are, they.
I think they're gonna acknowledge. They're gonna add the arts into more of what they fucking do, but nobody like says the arts need this. All these, they need their own motherfucking stimulus checks. They need their own
they
packages.
definitely got campaigns.
No, I know. That's what I'm saying. We're asking for what we want. We have wrote many letters and packages. We've ironed out the numbers. We've done all that. All that shit is tangible and ready to be read. It's been sent to the right people. Our AEA tells us who to call every fucking week. We've been calling senators. We've been telling them motherfuckers, please do this, please. And then they said Biden. You saw AEA put the Biden up. Welcome. We campaigned for you. So what the fuck are y'all gonna do back for us? And I don't know. I don't know what they. I think they're gonna add a lot more arts to it. Cause that's kind of what Obama did. He ain't really helped the art, but he like, I'm gonna let y'all come to the White House and perform.
He helped a lot of sports.
He did. I'm gonna let y'all open up this show, or y'all can perform at this one. But I need somebody that's just the arts need like a fucking defibrillator power, like one of that right now because it's dying, bro. Like we was talking about earlier, bro. We don't even know what theaters and what season doing what, how. I mean, we know they're putting out stuff,
but that's because it's all online. Like, the issue is just like I think, like coronavirus or whatever this is just exposing the structure of a lot of things, and it still looks like capitalism at its finest. Like, if you don't got the money or the weight to stay afloat, you gonna sink.
Facts.
Period. Like, it's just
you wouldn't hold us the money right now,
and that go for theaters too.
No,
like,
yeah.
and the theaters in Houston that are holding a little money, they staying afloat right now. They putting out all kinds of online content.
They had the money to pivot something.
And other people, they renovating during this time and stuff, but you got other theaters that are just struggling to even get people on board to do something. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I think it's just proving what we already knew at first. Like, we still need the same thing to change. Like, you still need to put money in the places that matter and not the places that just look good on your fiscal report. You know what I mean? Like, that's the issue. And those people are still getting the same amount of money. Like, while those theaters at this time should put back into the smaller theaters, in my opinion. You know what I mean? Like,
everybody should be helping everybody.
I'm like,
as far as
it should be a pool it should be a pool that, like, if stuff like this happens, that we should all be able to pull from. Like, it should be a reserve fund.
But everybody still trying to make their own theater float individually.
But even individually, but like you saying, a flood, pandemic. Like, let's say every theater put whatever percentage that they theater makes per like a fund, and it's for if something goes wrong or a theater needs help, and you know what I'm saying, it's just something you can replenish. It's a tax write-off anyway, so shoot it so that way if this was happening, those smaller theaters could still be able to produce some things. Now, maybe a whole season, maybe not, but at least some shows to keep themselves afloat and keep their name recognized. But we should do that.
I think if you weren't able to quickly switch into the tech field, and have people on board and have the knowledge to do that at the time. And some theaters are just now, getting into the swing of that and getting involved in that because it took them this long to get what was necessary, to do that.
Yeah.
So and I think, the ones that had money, they were like, oh, okay, boom, we can more easily than others, switch into this field. Like Stages built out a whole TV studio,
Yeah.
That was gonna be
and
just
right
like
off
that.
that, Alley Theater brought in 3-4 cameras and taped that show that they had running live
Bro,
before
1984. And
before it
1984
closed
has won awards now, and it was damn.
and it's set like the fucking standard. It was like the first one that got permission to be able to do that shit.
It was good.
You know what I'm saying? And so it's like the smaller theaters couldn't before a while, they wouldn't be able to pivot into,
how you gonna
I ain't say between
All right,
Riverside,
so now
we're going
do
to tape
this.
it,
But
we're going to bring in 3
But
cameras.
that's the wave right now. That is
But that's
literally
what
the
it-
wave. Like I think that's another reason why the Alley was looked at and got the award because they were out ahead of that at the time. Like nobody knew that this was gonna be the new norm of like producing a stage show but recording it for film purposes, you know what I mean? And they were like one of the first people to do it because right when it shut down, everything shut down and they kept all the actors there and they were like, well, we gonna record it. And they brought all the people in, recorded it for like 4 or 5 days and put it out and the rest is history. That's pretty much the standard of all theater right now.
Now,
Like,
I think it's going to return, but it's going to be something new.
I'm doing a show that's under the same pretense. Like we're rehearsing on Zoom. We're gonna come into a space. We're gonna rehearse as if we're doing a theater, but it's going to be filmed.
That's what I just
You
got
know what I mean? So that's pretty much it, right?
I think it's going to turn into something new, and so every theater is now either going to tape every show they have or try to do shows that they can record now or get the rights
Or
to.
the staging
will be set up so we can
do both, which is gonna be weird for us as actors because we haven't had a chance to actually like be in the space without the social distancing aspect and all of that. To be working in a space like how does that staging work? Because staging a blind fourth wall on stage and just this one little box right here, like. Now you're talking about like camera angles and maybe it's an overhead shot and now you got to be like this, but you got audience members right here, So
I think it's reinventing itself. You got plays that are now turning into movies. That's becoming a more popular thing during COVID, and it's becoming successful. Before it was just, oh cool, they turned that play into a movie.
Yeah.
That's for the people that like to play. But now you got people that actually sitting down and saying, damn, that was a play. People love the One Night in Miami, and you talking about
damn,
the play.
I didn't know that was a book. I didn't even know that was a book.
And
the play probably came
it's
from a
getting
book.
that same type of reference, like when people go do Lord of the Rings, Harry Potter, and all that, and they know, oh man, you got to read the book. Now people like, man, you got to see the play. You ain't seen the play, and they actually, I like what they did in One Night in Miami and in Ma Rainey. They used some of the actual actors that have done it live.
In the
actual movie, so you're actually taking some of those theater people,
and they're bringing that embodiment and that essence with them into film. Like you can't
and
buy
it's changing film. Because now you looking at film like, cause I promise that One Night in Miami, I'm watching the block and they let you see the block, they let you see the rotation of the body and how this person counted that person when he came over there.
Yeah, clap for Regina King, baby, man. That's
King.
My favorite. I've been saying my favorite forever.
Man,
Love her.
Hey, hold up. Shout out to Regina King, man.
Yeah, she killed
for that fucking One Night in Miami.
Oh my goodness.
That shit was
Now,
amazing.
do you think there will be an explosion of people coming back out to theater because they're tired of watching screens?
Yes.
And they miss human interaction.
Yes.
Yes.
I
And
do.
yes and no. Yes and no.
Explain.
Yes.
You gonna stop?
No, I wasn't gonna stop. I wanted to make sure nobody else was gonna say that. But yes and no. Yes, because people are tired of sitting in the house. Like human human interaction is what makes humans evolve. Also, you know, being able to interact with other humans and
Bro, it's
learn
nothing
things.
like live.
That is that's unmatched. But on the other hand, I'm gonna think it's gonna take a big hit because a large percentage of people are not gonna want to come back out though. Like, you know what I mean? Like, a lot of people have kind of molded themselves into this quarantine living. Like now,
Cocoon
now all I do now is wake up, go to the store, go.
Are y'all gonna be taking
come
the
back.
play?
I'm not going to hang out. Like, you know what I mean? And you know that's pretty much how it's gonna happen. And I think like it's still gonna take a hit. Like, I think it's going to go down, but the people that come back are going to be the people who continue to watch for like 10 and 20 years. Like that.
You don't think a new audience is gonna start?
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, that audience is going to be like
not immediately.
like how you learned about like going to the act of going to see a show. You know what I mean? Like that was a thing for our grandparents. Like going to see a picture show. Like that was a thing, and that's where you learn. So. Yeah, it's the same thing. It's just now that it has died down, when it opens back up, it's going to be open to everybody. And people are going to gravitate towards it. But a lot of people just won't even come out the house to gravitate towards it. But the people that are there, they are going to like basically be hooked on and gather and keep going until they old. And dust.
I feel like we're on our way to grabbing a new kind of audience. So if we do come back, it's gonna be an audience that loves to watch shit on screen, but they do love that essence of it. But it's not. It's not live. Like, I think them watching. But see, I get you. I think them watching it is going to drive them to the theater. Cause now I'm watched it on TV. Now you saying that it's in my city now. I can go see this now. It's almost like how we take our kids, or most people used to take their kids and see the Lion King once it came in town. Oh, you thought it was cool on the TV screen.
Yeah,
watch this. Doing all that shit. And it's the same, like when we've taken students or you've seen students come to your shows and this the first play they ever been to, what's the first thing be out of their mouth? Man, it's like TV, but it's right here. You know what I'm saying?
I saw you crying, man.
Yeah. Straight up.
I saw you crying.
That was how you make yourself cry. How you make yourself cry?
Y'all did that for real? And so it's just, I think people are getting more of that on TV now, and that might drive them to the theater, along with theaters having to use more multimedia now.
Yes.
I just think everybody just waiting for a green light.
That back in the day, like you just can't put your fucking flyer or poster up no more when we come back from COVID. I need to see some cut scenes. I want to see a fucking real preview of a play, like a fucking movie trailer.
Hey, this what it's gonna be, bro.
That's what's gonna drive me to come to the theater and see your shit now. Not just that saying, come in today.
This what I think it's gonna be, bro.
You saw it in this theater. It's gonna be here today.
People gonna come straight to the theater, come see the shows, and if them hoes like. I think once people are given a green light to actually go out, they're going to go out. But the thing is something going to spark their interest to make them stay. Because now we've been used to sitting in the screen, and if it don't attract their attention, I switch to something else. So if they go out, and let's see they watching a play, and they don't like that shit, they probably not coming back Act 2.
But theaters, you are dropping the ball in Houston, because Houston is open. For the young coach, you are missing all of them right now.
They out.
As a restaurant,
Houston theater start serving food.
You open up at the restaurant, you can be in there.
Young
man, they out. They out.
Where is the restaurant?
We gonna have Meek Mill in the theater. We're
gonna have to call. We're gonna have to call.
Everybody in Houston.
Theater and bar.
I finna say we were gonna have Trey Songs, but
Trey Songz, he can't be. He putting cops in headlocks.
Yeah, he punching cops and shit. He can't.
Man.
Self-defense.
Self-defense.
I
saw it.
Y'all better stop playing with black people.
Like,
he had that good head, like he was trying to hurt him, but
he definitely stop. Like,
he tried me, and it didn't try right. And then I got him.
It didn't go well.
And I'm just trying to restrain him.
And I see you have gun. I know you behind me. Look. I let him go.
You look. All right, on three now. 1, 2, 3.
Come on, nigga. Take bitch ass. Big stupid ass nigga. The fuck you thought this was gonna be? Dumb ass nigga. You thought we were gonna know? Bitch, it's over for you. It's like, and you're going to jail for 24 hours, bitch. You sure are. I know you got the money to get out. Guess what? After 24 hours. After 24 hours, nigga.
Going to jail.
Nigga. Fuck is you talking about?
Sorry, Trey Songz, man.
I know that was funny. I mean, it wasn't funny what happened to you, but
Your cellmate gonna know your name.
the whole audience is like, no, Trey, don't do it. No, Trey, don't do it. No, Trey.
He's still the police. He's still the police.
They put the whole police in the headline.
He's still the police.
And then he put him in like a big brother head, like, oh,
Yeah,
go on.
Nah, if your boys wasn't right here, I'd give you If your boys wasn't right here,
Bro, just think about the cop when he go back to the precinct. Dog.
Oh, man.
Like, what's that nigga like?
you let that nigga put you in the head.
Nigga, put your man in.
Come here, Johnston.
Nah.
It ain't come like that still. No.
He caught me off guard.
Yeah.
My foot slipped on like a hot dog pack.
Yeah. Did he sing you a song, Johnston?
Oh, man.
Did he sing you a song?
I was trying to reach my gun, girl. I couldn't.
I know, because he serenaded you to sleep.
It's not funny, girl.
he got something to sleep by Trey Songz. Like this.
I could have died.
Like Rockabye Baby.
It's not fun, Steve.
Hey, sir, Jonathan need to go back to Trey.
I could have died. It's about my trachea.
Nigga, you right here.
My trachea.
No, nigga, you fine.
He had it.
And you're speaking.
You want to go get some donuts?
The nigga quicker than you.
I bet.
Oh, man. We thought.
You quick to get
We
the
thought.
down too.
Yeah,
I'm glad you didn't get your
I went
penny.
left. I went left and he went right. And I said, good night.
I'm glad you didn't make your penny drop. This was the penny. No, he's the Johnson dropper. This one is the Johnson dropper. Put him to sleep.
You think the neighbors gonna know my name?
Oh, nigga. The whole metropolitan area knows your name now.
Yeah, that shit was funny, bro.
Yeah, man. I feel bad for Trey Songz, but that's pretty much what they talked about.
Shout out to Pat Mahomes, dog. Going to the Super Bowl again.
Ooh.
I like the black quarterback going, but you know who I'm ripping. You know who I'm ripping.
We can't just say black quarterback.
Why you
I know.
say,
I'm going to say black quarterback
it took 5 minutes to say her goddamn name. Kamala, the first Jamaican, first Asian, first black person.
So she was Tiger Woods. She was Tiger Woods.
Definitely Tiger Woods.
Tiger Woods.
Bro, y'all gotta watch that.
I like she. Okay, bro. She black and something else. She ain't all of. Like, come on now. Come on.
Hey, y'all ain't do that with Obama. Obama, y'all like first black president.
Oh, he
Right.
And that nigga Obama was white.
His dad is from Kenya. He's an African. He's an African.
Y'all just trying to say he wasn't even
We really need to find those
birth certificates.
I know his mother is
It's
from
from
Hawaii,
Kansas.
but Hawaii, you know, they're like the last state we let in. We don't really.
It's really not that close.
We don't
to
believe in
America.
them either.
You know how long it takes to fly there?
Yeah, pretty long flights. Not real.
You gotta fly 2 calories in there.
We bless them in because they just need
That's
it.
true.
And it's beautiful over there, isn't it? Have you been
You
there?
know how easy it was to conquer them? I don't even think we went over there.
We just built one freeway between 4 islands.
Is there a freeway?
Between 4 islands. It's insane. Anyway,
Shout out to people that never left Galveston. There's still hope for you. You know?
there is blue water.
There is outside of Moody Garden.
There is that does not have chlorine in it. It does not. It's either salt water.
Oh, you niggas know. Y'all been in Tulip all year. Y'all been in fucking Tulip all
You
year.
go to Padre? Padre ain't that far.
If you know, you know.
Hydrate, you might drink a little brown water. It's like
It's some areas, but you'll get like some blue. You'll get some nice blue water.
Christy got some blue. Christy got some blue.
Definitely got
I
some blue.
don't know where they.
I think they're Dada water, but that's
I mean, there's a lot of people down there.
I agree.
It's
Dada
confusing.
shit. Dada shit.
Go to Florida. It's blue water.
Yeah, but they got snakes.
They crazy.
They got all kinds of
crocodiles.
Go to
Oh, my.
California. They got
earthquakes and mudslides
And bobcats.
And bobcats.
Everybody got-
Bobcats.
No, you gotta go over and get some goddamn bobcats.
mountain
You gotta run down the trail in California, motherfucker.
Mountain lions.
But they ain't gonna fuck with you. You don't fuck with them.
Man, how you know?
What do you?
But they not gonna fuck with you.
The most I see.
Well, you're gonna be that nigga. They're not gonna fuck with you. They're not gonna get your arm fucked.
Why am I fucking with the mountain lion?
I don't know. You said they're not gonna fuck with you.
He ain't gonna fuck with me. With byway?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go keep going.
All right.
And they gonna get your
So then what? So now y'all both going the
You're
same
not
way.
jumping in no tree down.
Where you going now?
Is it pursuing me now?
It looks like
It could be. You could be crazy.
If you go that way, and then it was like, oh, I'm gonna go this way.
You could be crazy.
Now what y'all do?
You could be crazy.
Y'all was about to
I'm inside a house. Why am I so far from house?
you tell me.
I wouldn't be.
Why are you out there where mountain lions are running around?
Because it's beautiful.
He running on the trail. Let's go get his ass. Hey,
You
ain't running on
the type of nigga, to get head by a mountain goat. Like, hey, get out of here. You all trying to look out for
Now
the
the goat getting showed up.
And now the mountain goat like, get the fuck out
Where
of
the
here.
goat go?
They on the mountain. They mountain goat.
I've been in the mountains. Hardly none of because you know how many people walk through them shit.
That
They
boy
don't
said,
come out.
no, he goes, bro.
You talking about he? And I know it ain't even
I know you talking about the one that
Came over and I gonna see that bitch. I be like, how the fuck did they get they jumped their head.
like, bitch, where are you going?
Straight up, where you what you thinking?
Is that where you sleep? What is it?
You thought that was a good idea?
This motherfucker just on the side of a wall.
and just say it.
Just that one leg. Talking about amazing back.
Oh,
Boy,
my goodness, bro.
can't mess with no mountain goat.
Bro.
That's why you got bumped. Cause you all, he's like, well, first of all, how did you even get over here?
But they animals usually don't fuck with you if you don't fuck with them.
That's
So you know what some
That's
people do on them trails?
True.
They be going to fuck with them animals. Hey, come in, little mountain lion.
No.
Come in, little mountain lion.
It's a bear, like,
Come on, smell me. Smell me.
Stupid ass. Smell
I don't
me.
know why it bit me.
Think talking about smell me with your fingers out. Get your fingers gone.
I did everything that Cowboy Joe said. I approached it slowly. I said my name. I introduced myself.
I didn't breathe heavy.
I counted to 10. I presented food.
I was practically Cowboy Joe.
I presented myself as not a threat. And it still bit me.
Maybe he was hungry.
I don't get it, bro.
Oh man, bro.
It's not for me. It's not for me. And,
Could you do a movie or a play where you gotta play high? Not high, as in. Of course.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
I'm talking about
I would not play a part that
up
would
high
cause me to
in the
be
sky, afraid of heights type shit.
Oh, I'm doing that.
Oh, like
Aerial.
like basically I'm the stuntman.
Oh, I'm doing
No,
that.
Most of where you're doing is
No, that's pretty. They pretty much got people to.
Yeah, I'm
most of
done
what
that
you're
shit.
doing is up real high.
No, they got people for that.
Nah, I'm doing
I'm
my
talking about in
own
a
shit.
play.
Nah, I'm doing my own shit. Well, you know what?
Who's in a play and they would do it like a
Bro, when I did,
30 foot high.
Bro, this
Fucking-
let me tell you. When I
They
did
got
Houston
people for
Grand Opera, Midsummer Night's Dream, nigga, they had an air balloon. That puck had to hang upside down from his legs, and that bitch flew all the way to the top of the fucking stage.
You got me fucked up.
On God, my nigga.
He had to hang
That
upside
nigga
down.
was hanging upside down while that motherfucking shit went. And if he didn't play the part, guess who would have had to do that? And I was gonna do that shit.
You got me.
I was gonna do that shit.
You know how hard it be to get my
Oh
line
man, I
out?
get that bitch like, yeah. Should have been dope.
And I gotta know some Shakespeare.
Nah, he had no lines on that part. There was no lines for him on that part, bro. No lines. Nigga, everybody stopped breathing when that shit happened. Nigga. No lines. It's
And
just
as I am,
no.
As I am in the honest. I would,
Yes,
I'm cool with
Yes,
being up
bro.
high, but not like
Yeah, I could do
What's
it.
your
uncovered. Shit, I don't know because I haven't. I'm not just
Well,
trying-
like,
I'm not.
at the
I don't
top.
try to keep going higher to see.
we want to take you from the top of the Sears Tower saying, I see the things. It's
Man, we
coming.
got CGI.
Nah, it's gotta be smart now. If I got
No,
harness
we got
and shit,
CGI.
nah, I'm not doing that
If you
shit
put a
without
green
harness.
screen right there and a fan,
Yeah.
and I'm like, oh, what
Tom
the
Cruise
hell?
is really getting off that shit in Dubai.
Because that's Tom Cruise. He's a Scientologist.
He's not an actor.
He's an actor too. That's also a
He's an
Scientologist.
actor, Tom.
They believe in different things than I do. He
Like
think
hanging from the
he
tallest
think
tower
he
in
can do
Dubai.
that and everything will be all right. He broke a lot of shit.
broke a lot of shit.
He broke a lot of things.
But you know what he had though?
It's
Harness.
I was about to say insurance.
It's harness.
I said,
Nah, they don't be insuring you.
I said, but he
They
said,
don't be insuring you for that shit. For some,
but
that's coming out your pocket. Insurance like you gonna do that? Nah, I'm not. We're not gonna pay that. But yes,
First thing
a
black
harness.
people
Get
would-
my harness, bro. I'm doing that
a
shit.
harness, money,
going
and
in.
insurance. Black people do not have those. And Tom Cruise came equipped with those at all times.
Yes, because when he fell and broke that foot, only thing that saved him was that harness.
Yeah.
That nigga was literally
He was literally, yeah.
But on brand for the show, like we say, it's a new dawn for the day. And have we all seen the Netflix movie with the guy who from Snowfall and
Yeah,
Captain
I saw
America? I
that.
forget their names. I'm bad with
He
names.
with the robot.
yeah, he's like a robot.
Oh, Anthony Mackie.
Yeah, Anthony Mackie. That's his name.
I haven't watched it yet. I was
He
gonna
was
watch it
pretty
tonight.
good. And he
I
got
liked it. I
peppermint.
ain't like the
And
ending.
he got
I
peppermint.
ain't like how it ended.
Yeah, it was alright. But I'm just saying, like, those action movies usually were not played by black
No,
people.
I give you that.
And then you got the little series. I watched like the first 2 episodes with Gabrielle Union and
Oh, yeah.
Jessica Alba.
Oh, yeah.
I
LA
still got a
Spider.
crush on Jessica Alba. Obviously, I didn't know
watch
that.
What I did watch was the Lupin.
Oh yeah, that shit was fire.
That's
Steven Truitt's cousin.
Black French acting,
It's
man.
a new day. I'm telling
New
you.
Dawn, New
It's
Day.
coming.
American Skin, written by Nate Parker.
Yeah.
I don't think Nate Parker should write his own movies anymore, but he should definitely be in them. That's just my thought about that movie.
Don't write them, but be in the ones you don't write.
He could be in them.
He writes a lot, bro.
I know, and I just don't want him to write anymore. I want him to be in the movie. Because I really wanted to like American Skin. I like the concept of it. I just didn't like where it took
He
me.
was in what's that? Bonus, like not bonus.
But he wrote Birth of a Nation.
Birth of a Nation,
Birth of a Nation.
He was in it too,
And
though.
he was in it. And it was cool.
It might have been his best. I have not watched it.
It was his best rank.
Yeah, I can't speak.
Some of his best acting was Great Debaters. I haven't seen him act better than Great Debaters yet.
Oh man, why you gotta give him his Disney ranks back?
was
He
the
was
Disney
old enough to
movie.
be on Disney. No, he was just old enough to be on Disney.
He was old. He was like
Yeah,
Kel.
he was. Yeah, he was.
He was like Kel.
Yeah, he was
You know,
like all
Kenny-
that.
Kenny and Kel was like 36 years old
Yeah,
playing
And
Kenny
Amanda Bynes. Bro, they was all.
More soda.
Zendaya was playing like a 14-year-old. She's like 23.
Oh, that's why she could be on Euphoria.
Huh?
Because if you see her on
I
Euphoria,
mean, she's still very young right now.
Zendaya
Yeah, you think
in real life.
No, in real life she's
I'm
not.
not thinking in Euphoria. God,
No, she grown now.
okay, she
She
was grown. in
grown
Euphoria.
now. It's just, you know what I mean? Like the time that she was
Y'all
playing.
saw
Like
Raven Simone.
A whole
We
journey.
watched her. Grow the fuck
A whole journey.
no, it's the new dawn. It's the new day.
Boys to men. I mean,
Yeah.
It's the new dawn. It's the new day.
It's not like the first time we've experienced new dawn, new day. What else is new?
Not America.
Miami.
Not America.
He said, "Not America. That's not new."
Not America. Not schools either. Guess what? Schools are still the same. No new plexiglass, nothing.
And still not teaching nothing.
This is what your kids do all day.
Literally.
Same thing they do at home.
So just keep them at home.
No,
Real.
no.
I mean, not like extracurricular stuff. We need them. You know what I'm saying?
He get paid at home. I don't get paid at home. So I need him in the schoolhouse.
I'm just,
There you go.
I'm just saying. You know, maybe smaller
Do it for the
numbers.
subs. Yeah, all you teachers go home, watch the subs, get y'all jobs. Like,
Yeah,
hey,
straight
you know
up.
what? We just gave the program over.
Yep,
to
he
you.
got his teacher certificate.
He's
Everything.
in certification classes now.
Why they gonna start certifying subs that did like 200
Bro.
days or something?
Bro, we are still looking for subs in Fort Bend, bro.
Damn.
I'm tired of one.
But I know they got enough applications. So what's
I
taking so
don't know
long?
how I feel about if I be floating around from school to school right now. That should be crazy.
No, you definitely shouldn't. But you know,
So I tie myself to one school to be cool, man. But what else is new? What are y'all gonna try to do? Cause we asked this for New Year. We ain't do no resolution shit. But what artistically are you planning to do on your own? Nothing that you got coming up for somebody else.
mm-hmm.
What artistically are you planning to do on your own right now?
I want to finish or continue on writing that web series. The four guys, four friends, kind of like Entourage, but on a theater sense, on a dance, theater, poet, musician type level of it. So I want to write that and actually start filming that shit.
Is it based in Houston?
Absolutely, all my shit I'm gonna write is gonna be based in
Hell
Houston.
yeah. That's what we
Everything,
discussed. Yeah.
everything. If it has something to do with Houston, I mean they paid me not to have it to do with Houston. That's the only reason it wouldn't have Houston in it.
And so your endeavor is to be a writer in this and act.
Oh yeah, I'm acting, writing. I want to partly direct because I want an actual real director that does film that really show me what to do so I can learn as I'm going through it as well. So yeah, I mean I got a team of people I think I want to shoot it, but I'm also very critical of my writing. I want to make sure I'm writing scripts right, especially when it comes to film because it's different than theater. Because I talk a lot when I write for theater, but they don't like that in film. So I had to figure out how to still make my story get across and still have its weight and still leave you with the aha moment, make you want to come back for the next episode. So that's what I'm working on. That's what I'm gonna do.
Oh man, this year I would like to. I'm definitely gonna be investing a lot in myself. This year I don't normally do that a lot. Like regardless of what people think.
What you mean investing in yourself?
I'm like most of the money that I would put into other things, I'm solely gonna put that towards like the things that will help me advance or progress in my domain, my career, or in this little section right here that I'm chipping away at. Like definitely investing more in myself, but depending on COVID terms, I'm trying to put together a show with a lot of Houston's best actors. 3 of them you seeing right here. Like, really just trying to make sure that the creativeness that we have doesn't die. You know what I mean? Like whether I'm in it, producing it, or just get the ball rolling on it, like it doesn't even matter, but just to ensure that we still own the creative control, and when you see the product, it's like still always one of the best shows that people say like, oh my God, the best show I've seen in so long, you know, because it is what it is. Just try to make sure that doesn't die, because we haven't had a lot of that. Like, I mean, we collaborated obviously, but I don't think there's been a lot of collaboration. Like a lot of people and theaters have kind of like retreated inward to put something else out instead of like, you know, let's work. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's COVID.
Before you right, but before COVID, like we was always trying to work each
Yeah.
other's stuff. Like we got a project, put all of
Yeah.
that kind of thing. So just focus more on that, investing in myself, and making sure the community work don't die. That's pretty much where I'm at.
Shit, my goal is to revamp a few plays we already did. Put them shits back out.
Okay.
And
I
to
might have been in a couple of them.
Yeah, you was a couple. And to never have to wait on a phone call from a fucking theater or agency or any of that ever again. To have to make room to be able to do that type of shit because I got my own shit going.
Yeah.
So it's just creating that type of pattern and creating the content, which is, for me would be a show, a play. I got a couple plays that I've already done. I got a play about the corner store. Anybody that's down in Texas, Houston, know about the corner store and what go down at the corner store. So just
everything.
Talking about
just the whole
Everything.
thing about the corner store.
I'm talking about
like that.
you learn like
Everybody call it different things. New York is the bodega.
Bodega.
You got it's just different things, different places, and I think it's a big representation of our culture and what happens there and where some of the illest people wind up being.
Yeah.
Because life circumstances dealt them, a different hand than some other people. It's just showing that, two different people's trajectory. That's cool with me. But I think more of that and just creating content, bro, and not being so hard on yourself to putting it out and putting out good work, but also not hindering yourself by saying, oh, it gotta be this perfect, it gotta be like this, and this, but just putting it out and let the people, have
Decide,
decide. And just have more fun with that, man, and just be more confident in that, and really, that's the goal, man.
And I want to
I also want
an OnlyFans page, but I want. Let me correct. I want an OnlyFans, but I need your help. That's not sexual content or nothing crazy like that.
You gotta lead with that.
The lead. See that aha moment I just gave y'all? Made y'all like, what the fuck this nigga talking about? And then let me finish, so you had to stick around for the episode.
Still, like your
I'm learning.
Still what?
I'm learning.
Non-sexual.
I don't want to be. I want to do something like Khaled and Fat Joe. You know what I'm saying? Something.
What are they doing?
If I said I want to be a sexual, they got a one-on-one basketball game. They got.
They have clothes on?
OnlyFans is not just sexual, bro. That's why I'm talking. That's what I'm saying. You only think of OnlyFans is sex, and you can make
one-on-one basketball.
And this nigga went to what's wrong with
Pussy is
bro? It's other stuff on there, bro.
It's like, hey, it's like Pornhub, man. You could literally search a basketball game on Pornhub, but mostly it's sex. Right? So, there you go.
You can search basketball on Pornhub.
No, you can just search basketball, but
That's what I'm saying.
The first thing that might pop up is the white girl like in shorts with a basketball
on some balls in a basket,
and there's definitely gonna be a black guy involved.
And a cheerleader.
Pretty much. Locker room, yeah.
Yeah, you just gave me yeah, and I'm gonna start an OnlyFans.
I do. I wanna.
And we just supposed to know.
Y'all niggas know how much money.
Man.
Y'all can talk all that shit you want. You know how much money motherfuckers is making on
I
fucking fans. And if I can find a way to not do sexual stuff and still make money on niggas is making 50 stacks a fucking month.
Tigger, Khaled, Fat Joe. Listen, these niggas already had 1 million followers. So when
I know a dude and his wife who own OnlyFans. And they married. They just,
sex.
I mean, they do sexual things to each other.
Do they play one-on-one basketball?
Nah,
if they did, I'm not doing that basketball.
What are we playing for?
Your heart. No, this money, bitch. We playing for this money. That's what we playing about.
Oh man. It's gotta be a way to make money on there. That's
It's
bro.
the new dawn.
It's gotta be, bro.
Okay.
It's the algorithm. It just gotta be found. It's gotta be
I got
found.
this question.
That's it.
What? Because we know how we teach people that you never stop learning as an actor. What new classes or workshop would you challenge yourself to take to get better at something?
Voice lessons, not singing lessons, voiceover work, vocal lessons, for sure. Hands down. I might actually got that written down on my 2021 list. So
And I got voice, dance, yoga.
damn.
Dance.
Voice, dance.
I want my body to be able. I gotta learn a different dance move rather than the gyrating, bro. Now you know all I got is the pelvic thrust. That's my only dance, bro. It's my go-to. So the pelvic thrust go with every dance.
That nigga do
And
that
now
every.
This
Yeah, he
nigga,
definitely does
my
that.
homeboy,
Every
my
corner.
homie called me Choco, Uncle Cho. He done took my whole shit. It became famous with it.
It definitely.
Now he got a whole Mexican cowboy mask and mustache, and he used to do this for a living. I've been thrusting all my life. Y'all ain't give me shit. You know who was thrusting before me? The nigga that made the chopper style video.
Jumping down, jumping down.
Definitely was.
Sure.
It was 4 Louisiana niggas on the roof with some basketball shorts doing it.
Definitely was.
Oh man, that was so bad. It was so bad. That was so bad.
So yeah, I do want to learn dance, voice, and yoga.
Okay,
I want to
okay,
do voice, accents, impersonations.
okay, okay.
Where do you go to learn impersonation?
TV. Yeah, TV or YouTube. Shit, TV. The only you gotta read, you gotta watch them. Shit,
Like, who gonna teach you how to do it?
what you mean?
To be like, say, I want somebody to teach me to act like you.
Oh, y'all don't listen to me because I think there's only really one way to do it. Like, how you gonna teach me to be like another nigga? And I'm a whole nother nigga.
Watch those.
I'm just gonna sit there and be,
Say that line again.
nah, I'm gonna rewind, close my eyes and listen to it like what is.
I can see this nigga doing that, and I can see him doing that shit. I can see him doing that shit.
Okay. Hold on, fast forward a little bit. I'm gonna be in there. Like, I don't need y'all help. Shit, I don't need your help, sir. I'm sorry. Forgive me. I'm sorry. I just don't need your help. I figured it out. And if I do, then I will ask you.
Something down. Hey, let me listen to it right quick. Hold on.
Hold on. Give me 1 second. Hold on. I got the wrong pitch. I got it recorded. Hold on. I got it recorded. Hold on. I got it now. Shit.
It's cool. I actually want to know how Jamie Foxx like, because he's like one of the best impersonators to me.
No. Jay Farrow, hands down. He's
Definitely Jay Farrow.
He's definitely the best we got right now. Like,
yes.
he does impersonations of all the people who used to do the impersonation.
Yes.
So
I get
like he got it.
Yeah.
Nah, Jay Farrow.
Harry Spears was up there for a little while, but he only had like a couple of people.
I hear
that he
his
could
voice
do
now
well.
and all of them.
Yeah, he a little rusty.
Drunk.
Yeah, he be
Like-
drunk. He be drunk.
Like Eric Spears, you're not leaving the people. It's like you and the people.
Yeah.
Like
Jay-Z
you want,
society, you
come on,
speaking
bro.
through.
It's not supposed to be you. Like I'm supposed to.
And I'm
be
like, nigga, I saw you do that on Comic View like 20 years ago, so it's kind of hard watching you do that stuff.
again at the Shaq All Star.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
But he did say one of my favorite jokes, like of all time, when he was like, I don't know why people mad at slavery. He's like, I be the one who didn't leave. He's like, y'all talking about y'all gonna leave? I stays right here. I could never leave the plantation. I love Master. He give me food. He give me sleep. I was like,
Give me sleep.
He give me sleep. I just thought it was the funniest shit ever, bro. It's still one of the funniest jokes.
I'm out. Would y'all leave?
If I stayed, do you think I'd be sitting here with y'all right now?
No, man. Some like
If-
stay.
Why? Because they think that's like my daddy or my uncle. Like, fuck that.
Now
nigga
to
too.
stick, we stick.
Master sick. We all sick. And I was gonna tell Master that ain't none of y'all sick. Ain't none of y'all really
Y'all
sick.
crazy, bro.
And y'all gonna get a good thrashing, and he gonna give you 10 extra hours out there in with the cotton in the field.
I'm telling you, everybody. Nah, but everybody,
I'm out.
new dawn, new day. Not only are we challenging ourselves, we are challenging you all to do something that you never done. Step out on faith. Have confidence in yourself. Some of y'all want to start a cooking show, cooking channel. Y'all want to do that? Cool, do that. Some of y'all want to go into this field and you've been doing this work all your life and you want to go right real quick. Try it. It might be the turn of your life. It might be some of y'all have been able to sit long enough through this pandemic and this COVID to realize that some things are important, some things are not as important. Or that you just want to keep doing what the fuck you were doing and you hope you can get back quickly. Either way, I just want you to challenge yourself to do something new. Challenge yourself. We're going to challenge ourselves, and in that process, we want to challenge y'all. And we also want to challenge y'all to please go to our motherfucking YouTube page.
Go to the YouTube page.
YouTube.
Actors Quarantine Corner.
Subscribe.
On all platforms.
Subscribe.
You know what it is.
Hit the like
Hit
button.
the like button.
All that shit that they say.
Facebook,
Turn your
Instagram,
notification. Hit the
Clubhouse.
notification. All the shit that make you see what that we are putting out. We are putting out some dope content. You might not like what we say on here, or you might like what Brandon say. You might like what KB say. You might like what I say. Either way, you might like anybody. You might not like none of them. Or you
My
might like
mama
our
be watching, y'all. I don't
performances.
care.
You might like our performances. Either way, we got content that we are putting out, and we need you to pass it on. So just like you share them whack ass memes in your group chat,
Burn
that
it.
aren't as funny.
You sink the burn.
You can cut a clip of our shit, share it in your group. If you don't
Please.
agree with it, share it. Say, look, man, these three niggas was talking about this. Y'all need
What
to come
you
on
think?
next week and,
What you
and
think?
handle these motherfuckers.
Straight up.
And
What
for
you
real, and the those of y'all that are still on, man, that watch us live, man, we got an after party that we do on Clubhouse.
Yeah, Clubhouse. Shout out to Clubhouse.
Make sure y'all check our post show where we have a whole room on Clubhouse, Actors Quarantine Corner.
Yes, sir.
We ask that y'all come in to that and just talk with us live. Then we can hear what y'all been saying back to us because we talk with ourselves on the show, but we want to hear what you got to say. So come chop it up with us in the post show on Actors Quarantine Corner in Clubhouse. We just got an evaluation for $1 billion.
$1 billion.
And Master P is mad at black people. Because
They don't want to help him buy Reeboks.
and he's like, why do y'all keep helping these tech companies become billionaires? Because they making these billions off the back of our culture, making this shit popular. Because he's saying this shit wasn't popular until black
entertainers got on it.
Yeah,
That's true.
And
And
that's
I
a
think
lot.
one of the first people to say it that was like mainstream was Joe Budden on Joe Budden's podcast at the height of Joe
What'd he say?
Budden's podcast. He was talking about Clubhouse
Oh,
basically,
okay.
and it kind of like sparked a big thing. You know what I mean? Like I found out about Clubhouse personally like right before I heard Joe Budden say something about it, but the buzz of him saying it is what got people talking and saying like, "Hey, you heard about this thing that Joe Budden was talking about, this Clubhouse thing?" And but originally it was just for Silicon Valley and tech people, big time
for them to
CEOs to
just talk
communicate
and
with each other. But ideas are
But
ideas.
then 21 Savage found it.
Hey,
And he's on it every day. I don't
Every
know they
day.
cutting that
Hey, Lakeith
motherfucker a check.
Stanfield
I'm
on
pretty
there
sure they
too.
getting a check.
My boy Lakeith Stanfield be on there too. I'm with it, man. Y'all catch me on the Clubhouse. Ring me up. I'll holler at you for a little minute,
I
man.
told you that billion was coming though.
I knew it, man. I already knew it.
Told you.
It's
Already
coming. Some people say it ain't worth that much, but they got good friends.
Well, it's worth that much. What they
Like-
finna do with it? Well, when they get these other people at boy.
Because I found out that, it's a whole...
Wait till
Yeah, and y'all
wait till the
wanna watch another
Clubhouse
good
freestyle
show,
battles.
Watch
the
the
Clubhouse
documentary on crack. It's a crack documentary on Netflix.
Yeah, I saw that.
That shit's dope as fuck. Very informative.
There's a what?
I thought it was gonna be on some weird shit of how they sell crack and the niggas in the mask and shit. Talking
Oh,
about
for real? I ain't watched
Nah,
it.
it's not that. It's really like how crack really fucked up a man. It shows the two bills, the 80 something crack bill and the 93 criminal bill. That really is the reason why ain't no niggas on the street now.
Hey, mandatory minimums. Thanks, Clinton.
And how they was just giving everybody coke. Like, you do coke. because black people couldn't afford coke like that, but they could afford crack. And yeah, it's just it just get that whole breakdown even before Free Ray Ricky Ross. Like
I say,
he was just one of the niggas that.
yeah.
And when is Snowfall coming back?
Man, shout out to Snowfall, man. We waiting, man.
shit.
We tired of waiting. We we don't even care about Power, bro. We didn't care about Power.
Fuck Power. No, who said Power? Power's over.
You know, they were.
Ghost is dead.
I like
Ghost
that shit.
over.
That shit was good. Them niggas tripping.
Ghost is dead. Is Tommy still there?
Like the new one.
You still care about Tariq?
I never cared about
Are you
Tariq.
following Tariq's like journey?
That shit was
Journey.
That shit is good.
His
And
journey?
His journey.
He's an asshole.
with
He got his sister.
Nigga, he was his fucking dad's
Got his
son.
dad
His dad was
killed.
a fucking asshole. He's his dad's son. The fuck you mean? You watched it for his dad being an asshole? He's a little asshole that's gonna grow into a big asshole. You're gonna
His
enjoy
dad
it.
was not an
Fuck outta here.
asshole. His dad was trying to
He
get
was a
out of
murderous,
the
quiet
life
asshole.
because they wouldn't leave him alone, man. He was
Yeah,
trying to
man.
get out. His wife didn't want him to
Nigga
not
coulda
stop
moved.
selling drugs.
Nigga coulda
Like, where
moved.
do you do that? Where
Nigga
did your
coulda
wife say,
moved.
you a bitch ass nigga, you
Nigga
stop
coulda
selling coke.
Nigga could have moved. He already left the bitch 50 million times. Get out of here.
He couldn't move.
He could have moved
She
and
was
opened
gonna
up.
tell
He
him
could have
to-
opened up Truth in LA. Fuck out of here.
You see, he showed you how hard it was to open up a club, my nigga.
Man, this is
You
Ghost.
know how often Truth
Let's
open
go.
and close?
This is Ghost, my nigga. He's an asshole.
Do you know how many niggas got killed in Truth and it never closed?
Never.
That's true, though.
Never.
Those
Never.
are facts. Like,
Every club in Houston where somebody that got shot, that club is a wrap.
you shut down like one.
Yeah, I'm about to say, no.
But they shut down. Truth was open the next night after like 3 niggas got murdered. They had a whole shootout in that bitch.
Yeah, definitely.
Man, the issue is the focal point of the show left, and they tried to just break the show into pieces.
It's terrible.
But no, it was a lead off.
It works, bro.
Have
No.
one lead off.
It works,
5.
No, I'm cool with that. But
It
your
works,
lead
bro.
off was Tariq's story, and that's not the story coming off the last 2 seasons.
Who other story would you want to hear?
Bro,
Who?
the last 2 seasons that we we about to end soon, so I'm gonna just go. I'm gonna get this out real quick. I'm gonna get this out real quick. The last 2 seasons,
Which story would you want to follow? Who?
not Tariq. Everybody hated
Nigga, I said who. I know who not.
wanted
I
50
said
to
who. We know that's what happened. That nigga was getting
either
too
way,
much money. He couldn't
the
stay
point
alive.
I'm trying to make is that based on the last 2
Nigga,
listen to what I'm saying. Based on the last 2 seasons, before Ghost died, nobody liked Tariq. He was a little.
everybody hates the villains. We always hate the villains. Then we
He
watch
was
the villains.
not a villain, bro.
You just said I hate the nigga. Come on.
All right,
Come on, bro.
all right.
Come on,
Not
bro.
the antagonist.
I hate the nigga, but he wasn't the antagonist.
Well, either way, nobody liked him. So when you kill Ghost, you do not start the show back off with the nigga that nobody liked.
Nigga,
Nobody wants
niggas
to
been
see
watching
it.
that shit.
Nobody
And the numbers
wants to
have been great when Power has. The numbers are
They even
great.
changed the song at
The
one
numbers
point.
are great.
The first time. The
That's because
first
they keep thinking Ghost
You know what I'm saying? That nigga's a rap.
time out. The first episode when they came back.
And go
he
interview
said
that nigga
change
said
the
he not
song,
coming back.
and he had to change it back.
Because niggas was
Like,
like,
they was like, first of all, it's Tariq, and you changed the song. Like, we don't want this anymore.
Stop it.
We don't want this anymore.
Numbers don't lie. This nigga talking don't mean shit. Them numbers is high. And that shit is still good.
I'm
Niggas
stepping
that
out of
I
it.
hate this nigga. Put all this investment in this nigga.
that's
I hate this nigga. Oh, I don't watch it.
That's 50 Cent's Tyler
Watch it.
Perry division.
Watch
Okay?
it.
Yeah, it's Tyler Perry.
That's his
So-
Tyler Perry division. Now
Back,
his
back to
show
what brought us here, we waiting on Snowfall.
and his show for life is the shit.
So life is good.
That
So life.
shit is
Shout
good.
out 50, man.
That shit is
Hey,
good.
50,
And BMF is coming. I want to be in the fucking BMF show.
Man, they ain't play that.
I want to be in that
Nah, they
DJ
just
Screw
about to start shooting. Yeah, and Sony picked up the DJ Screw short that we had saw by the dude from Iowa.
yeah.
So they picked it up
With-
and they
with a
gonna
couple
fully,
of our people with
yeah,
Roger
and they gonna
in
fully,
it
they
and
gonna
them,
fully
yeah,
develop
yeah.
it now.
I had about 3 partners in there, man.
They gonna fully develop that
I
thing.
gotta
So
get some-
hopefully y'all can get some Houston motherfuckers.
That's what I'm
to
saying. Like
Yo.
So you
Houston.
got-
It's
you
a
know,
Houston movie.
We out here, y'all.
It's a Houston movie.
We out here,
But man, everybody level up.
Yeah. It's a
Level up, new dawn, new day. Do something new. We challenge you.
We challenge you. What you gonna do?
We'll see y'all next Monday.
Welcome to the corner. Welcome to the corner. Welcome to the corner. Tell your brother. Tell your brother. Tell your brother. Hey. Welcome to the Apple's Corner. Welcome to the corner. Welcome to the corner. Welcome to the Apple's Corner. Hey. It's Monday. It's Monday. It's Monday. It's Monday. It's Monday. It's Monday. It's